All right, everyone, I'm back, and welcome to another exciting episode of Develop Awesome Skills Live. Sorry about that last time I was live and the gardener decided to go. So today, this is part 2, okay? But the first one was short. We're going to be planting giant clumping bamboo and red sugarcane, plus urban permaculture mini swales. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that. So thanks for joining me, guys. So basically, what I'm doing today, I want to talk to you a little bit about the swales. As you can see if I have this angled right here. Whoa. All these wood chips are like a sponge. It's kind of cool. All right. See everything? There it is. Sorry guys, I do not have an actual tripod mount for this phone yet. Well, I did, but I let someone borrow it. Alright, I think that's pretty good. Okay, so what I did here was I pulled these wood chips back, and as you can see I have a lot of wood chips here. You know, solid foot, but I did have more, so they're definitely already decomposing. And digging this hole before when I had a big juniper here and I had to take it out, I had to use a pickaxe. You actually have the video on YouTube. It's one of my early ones, a juniper stump extraction. But I was using a pickaxe and a shovel and re-soaking the dirt. I mean, just having the wood chips on here for 5 months, since February, has really made the soil to where I can actually dig it with a shovel. So that's pretty cool. So I dug this big square. Oh, that was the other thing I was talking about. I watched a video with Seamus O'Leary last night with Doug Jones, and Doug said dig square holes. Well, he digs square holes, and the reason is because sometimes in our clay, if you dig a round hole, you don't scuff up the edges, the roots can kind of still circle it just like they're in a pot, like a clay pot. So so basically, if you dig a square hole, if the roots try to circle, they're going to hit an edge and they're going to have to push through. So that's kind of what I'm going to try to implement now, because it seems like a good idea. Came from a master gardener, so might as well. And this is the red sugar cane. So I dug a hole here and there, hit all the dirt. I took it out from this area and I put it along the back here. And it's pretty high, and in fact it actually comes up probably to the same level as my yard. So when the water runs off to the lowest part of my yard whenever it rains, it's gonna fill up this hole under the wood chips, and this is gonna get hopefully the most water of my whole yard, and it's not gonna roll off into the street. So I'm gonna take all the wood chips that I moved out here and I'm gonna put them back over on top of here when I get it all done. But it'll have a nice runoff, drop, and then a barrier. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. This is the giant clumping bamboo. So I just had a question, and I'm not right behind my computer right now, but one of my viewers asked if I knew a giant clump, what the clumping bamboo was. And yeah, I do, because I just learned a little bit about bamboo down at the Bamboo Ranch in Tucson. That's where I bought this. Now this is a rare giant green stripe clumping bamboo. So there's green stripes on it. It's kind of cool, but it'll get supposedly about 3 to 3.5 inches in diameter and about 20 to 30 feet tall. So it'll clump out, kind of roll over. That's why right next to it I'm planting some sugar cane, which I think will just kind of like, they'll all grow together, both sides sugar cane. So I'm excited. These guys are growing pretty quick. I put them in as cuttings 3 weeks ago, and now they're maybe a month ago, and they're shooting up pretty good. So what we're gonna do here is gently take this out of the pot, because I don't want to disturb any of these roots, because this already has had some stress. It's got very, very well draining soil in this pot, so if you don't water it constantly, it'll dry out. So I really want to get it in the ground. So I dug a hole, a square hole that is twice as wide as the pot, and it's pretty much the same depth, but I might mound it a little bit inside this hole. So I think we're ready to go. So I'm gonna go get some soil, and we're gonna get to planting these guys. Alright guys, I'm back with rock dust and worm castings. Now these are some fresh worm castings that we made here, Stonehaven. Well, another banana in there, but that's just black worm poop. So I'm gonna use our fresh worm castings also. So I start off with some rock dust here. This is azomite rock dust, the A to Z of minerals, including trace elements. Oh yeah, two-hander. So this has, I believe, over 100 minerals and trace elements in it. So I always add it first in layers. I shouldn't have put this bag right in here. Oh yeah. Okay. Whew. It's warm out here. Okay. I'm gonna throw the fresh worm castings in, a little bit in each hole. Wow, those are black. All right, I'm actually gonna put some in the top here of pots. So it'll get watered down in. All right, soil time. I like taking the whole end off, including these corners, to rip them off. It makes everything dump out better. do want a mixture of native soil, so it's okay to get some of this soil from the berm back in the hole. All right, another layer of rock dust. Yeah, and this is gonna keep in all that water. It's a really high berm. I really wanted to kind of go big on the berm here because this is the lowest point in my property. Whew.
I'm gonna go to the VA and pick it up.
Okay, cool, man. All right, now we go with some worm castings in each hole. A couple handfuls. Okay. Now we mix it. How you guys doing? Doing all right? Thanks for tuning in. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the like button on this video too when you're done, and subscribe because it's helping me out. I just really want to build an audience, and I'm going to keep doing this for you guys if you guys like it. So I have a lot of stuff to plant. So this is an experiment for me always. My experiments usually go, I have a passion about something, I gotta figure it out. So I start researching. One of the best ways to research right now, I think, is YouTube. And finding the people that are doing the same thing that you like to do, and then emulate it. So that's what I'm doing. So if I can provide you guys some value, then maybe you can emulate a couple things I'm doing. But pretty much, if you do that, that means you're listening to people smarter than me. That's all I try to do. If I make a mistake, I learn from it and try not to do it again, and I'll share it with you guys. So just give them a nice, good mix. Throw some native in with it, so that gets the roots kind of get used to the native also. But our native soil does have nutrients in it. They're just pretty much inactive with, it's void of organic matter. And that's what the wood chips are for. And this compost from Growwell is organic matter. That's what we're trying to add back into the soil here. Because in a forest doesn't have to have people mulch it, because a forest mulches itself. Every year the trees drop leaves, or leaves die and it falls on the ground. They have probably 10 feet, 20 feet of mulch or more in these forests. So the trees keep feeding itself with its own leaves. It's an amazing process, and I'm just trying to emulate it. So it'd be really good also to get a few deciduous trees on the property, so I can have a couple trees that provide mulch from their leaves every year. Okay, pretty good. So dig a big hole in this, and we put the bamboo in. Actually, I'm gonna put the side ones in first. show you this. Whew. You just take it out of the pot by turning it upside down, making sure you don't crack any stems. Get a nice good grip on it. Shake a little bit. Check this out. This has been from a cutting, literally less than a month ago. So these cuttings are super strong. They're very vigorous. So you do a flip. And drop it in. And backfill it with the good soil. Oh yeah, these are gonna be happy in the ground now. Whew, it is hot. I sweat out all my water right when I drink it. Well, it's humid today, which my plants love, so I can take it. All right, here we go. Oh yeah, this one's got some beautiful roots on it too. Whoop. Hey everyone. All right, I think I'm back. My phone keeps getting super overheated. So sorry about that. Flip it around, show you what we got going on. So I think I saw a question there about, let me see if I can pull up these comments. About why I'm doing the bamboo for the garden, benefits of the garden. A couple benefits. Basically, I'm really in the microclimate designing mode right now. I'm just designing my microclimate, and I want some things that get really big. Plus, I like to do a lot of stuff, and my channel's develop awesome skills. So when that giant bamboo grows up to be 30 feet tall and I have huge timbers to harvest, I'll make some stuff out of it, and I'll show you guys on the channel. So that's for the bamboo. I'm really interested in bamboo for some reason. The sugarcane, on the other hand, I mean, who doesn't love a good mojito? So, fresh mojitos. I make fresh sugar. I make my own wine made with my own sugar source. That's kind of what I think I want to do. Can't really see the screen right now, guys. I'm getting some comments, but it's so bright out here. I'm just soaking this hole. I'm gonna do it right on top of that guy. In the shade again. So I'm just going to soak this whole area, let it nice and settle in, and then I'm just going to cover it with the wood chips over there. And yeah, I'm very excited about this. I love how deep that is. and that big wall behind it. So anytime water runs down my yard, it's gonna get blocked by the wall and it won't go into the street. So I'll be keeping all the water. So this is the design principle I'm going with here is, water harvesting. But instead of water harvesting it in buckets, I'm gonna use the ground, because the ground, the soil has a much bigger capacity to store water than a bucket, or even it'll store tens of thousands of gallons underneath your soil if you keep it there. And it'll keep providing that moisture for the plants down deep. So that's my goal for my property. I mean, my neighbors have a lot of rock, which is fine. I mean, it's a very low landscape method, but I don't really want rock, or I don't want a lawn, because rocks and lawns, they're inefficient in my opinion. I want to produce food. I want to produce fruit. I love fruit. If I could eat more fruit, if I could eat fruit every single day, I would. So anyways, all right, well, that's the episode for today. I'm gonna flip back around and give you a nice little image, and I'll show you when it's all wood chipped in, and then I'm gonna show you the whole irrigation installation. So that'll be another video. But hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, yeah guys, if you enjoyed this video, just please give me a thumbs up and a like, and go ahead and hit subscribe to my channel, because I really want to keep doing these videos for you guys, and I really enjoy it. I have a lot of stuff to plant over the next year, plus with Stonehaven Organic Ranch coming up, the 12 acres up by the lake. I'm going to keep you guys all in the loop on how I develop that out as well, so you can kind of see starting from dirt to developing an orchard. But this is my playground, my practice ground that I'm allowing you guys to peer in on, comment, question, and if you give me a good question or a good comment that you'd like me to address in a video, if it's video worthy, I'll make a video on it. So subscribe to my channel, share this video with friends who want to plant things, because we should all be planting more trees. It's food for people, it's shade, and it's oxygen. So plant more trees and develop awesome skills. So until next time guys, have a great one, and I will see you soon.